If only they knew why my wedding dress was black. The wedding hall was packed. Laughter and chatter filled the air as guests waited excitedly for the ceremony to begin. The groom stood at the altar adjusting his cuffs, wearing the confident smile of a man about to get everything he ever wanted. Then I stepped out. A gasp rippled through the crowd. Whispers began. Is she mad? Why is she wearing black? This is a curse, a bad omen. I heard them. I felt their eyes burning into me. But I kept walking, my fingers gripping the bouquet of black and white roses like a lifeline. My heart pounded, but not from nerves or excitement. No, my heart pounded because today was not a celebration. It was a reckoning. If only they knew why my wedding dress was black. 1 year ago, a love that was stolen. His name was Danko. He was my first love, my only love. I met him in Kano, in a small cafe where I worked. It was a rainy afternoon when he walked in, drenched, shaking water from his hair. When he smiled at me, I felt something I had never felt before. Warmth, safety, love. For 3 years, we built our world together. We whispered dreams into the night, planned a future filled with laughter, and when he finally proposed by the riverbank, under the moon, I thought I had won at life. But life is cruel. 2 weeks before our wedding, Danko traveled to Abuja for a business meeting. That night, my phone rang. Are you Miss Miriam? A deep, unfamiliar voice asked. Yes, who is this? My fingers tightened around the phone. I'm sorry, your fiancé, Mr. Danko Bella, was in a fatal accident. The phone slipped from my hands. My knees gave out. Danko was gone, just like that. No warning, no goodbye. The pain swallowed me whole. My beautiful white wedding dress hung in my wardrobe, untouched. A reminder of a love that would never be fulfilled. A new beginning, or so I thought. Months passed in a blur. I stopped counting the days. Life moved on, but I stayed trapped in my grief. Then came Muhyiddin, Danko's best friend. He was there through it all, helping me stand when I could barely breathe. He understood my pain, my sorrow, and somehow, in the depths of my loneliness, I let him in. When he proposed, I hesitated. I wasn't sure I could love again, but I convinced myself that this was fate giving me another chance. I was wrong. 3 days before my wedding, a note appeared under my door. No name. No sender. Just words scrawled in trembling handwriting. Mariam, if you marry Muhyiddin, you are marrying your enemy. He knows what happened to Danko. The truth is buried, but it's not dead. My blood ran cold. What truth? The letter felt like fire in my hands. I read it over and over, my stomach twisting. Muhyiddin had always been there, helping me, comforting me, but had I mistaken guilt for love? I had to know. I went to see Danko's mother. She had never truly accepted Muhyiddin. Now I needed to know why. The moment she saw the letter, she froze. Then her lips trembled, and tears spilled down her cheeks. Mariam, my daughter, she whispered, you need to know the truth. She told me everything. Muhyiddin was not just Danko's best friend. He was his business partner. A week before Danko's trip, they had fought bitterly over money. Danko had discovered something dangerous. He wanted to expose Muhyiddin, she sobbed. 2 days later, he was dead. I felt the ground shift beneath me. My vision blurred. Was it really an accident, or something much worse? That night, I searched Muhyiddin's study. My hands shook as I opened drawers, flipped through files, and then I found it. Bank statements. Transactions made just before Danko's death. Large sums moving between unknown accounts. Then a text message on his old phone, one that made my blood turn to ice. It is done. He won't be a problem anymore. I covered my mouth, holding back a scream. Muhyiddin had blood on his hands, and I was about to marry him. The wedding that was never meant to be. I should have run. I should have called off the wedding. But I had a better idea. I was going to give Muhyiddin a wedding he would never forget. On my wedding day, I wore a black dress. My silent protest, my message to the dead. As I walked down the aisle, I saw the moment Muhyiddin realized something was wrong. His eyes flickered with confusion, then panic. When I reached him, I leaned in close and whispered in his ear, I know what you did. He stiffened. His breath hitched. Then I turned to the guests, my voice calm, steady. This wedding is over. Gasps, shock, confusion. People rose from their seats, whispering, turning to each other. Muhyiddin reached for me, panic in his eyes, but before he could say a word, the doors burst open. 2 uniformed officers stepped in. Muhyiddin Adebayo, you are under arrest for the murder of Danko Bello. The hall erupted in chaos. People screamed. Chairs scraped against the floor. Muhyiddin turned to run, but they caught him before he could take a step. I stood still, my black dress flowing around me, watching as justice finally came. Tears blurred my vision, but I did not cry for him. I cried for Danko, for the love that was stolen, for the wedding that was never meant to be, for the truth that had finally won. Moral lesson: greed destroys, betrayal ruins, but truth always rises, no matter how deep you bury it. If only they knew why my wedding dress was black. Now they do. What would you have done if you were Mariam? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more suspenseful and thrilling stories. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Please subscribe now.